Hello guys and gals, and welcome to Farming Simulator 25. I'm Buddy1927, and this is going to be a how-to series on precision farming. Basically, this is going to be part one. There's going to be several parts to this series, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you won't miss any part of the video series. And if you find this video helpful, hit that like button. And if you're watching on a mobile device, also hit that hype button. And do me a favor, share this with a friend. Okay, let's get into it. Precision farming, what basically it does, it gives you information about your field and helps you in the way of preparing, planting, fertilizing, weeding, and harvesting. So we got 5 parts so far. And in this episode, we are going to be going over where to download it. It's a free download. You get it on Giants Farming Simulator 25 Mod Hub. It's I found it under the category of top mods, but I will leave a link to their website page where you can download it. And you can read all the information that's here and what you get with it. You do get 2 types of sprayers. You get a soil sampler, and if you get the options on some of your tractors depending on the modder or the tractors that you have. Some of them have an iZero, which reads the soil, and that's an attachment that you can get to your when you buy the tractor, or you can buy an attachment that clicks to the front or the back. So it will read the soil and tell you what you need to do with that soil. We'll get into that a little bit more in the series. So this is a free download. Let's go ahead and hop into the game. Okay, guys and gals. First things first. Basically, what I was talking about is when you go to your store, I'm just going to click on a tractor. You got tractors. This tractor does not have the option, but it does have a front loader. But this John Deere doesn't have the option. Let me get, yeah. 8R, yeah. Basically, you have this tractor that you would buy, and I just froze up. There we go. And down here, you got this Isaiah section. If you click yes, it will automatically load it. It usually costs about almost $15,000 add on to your tractor. But what it does, it reads the soil. And if you don't have that, you come down here to miscellaneous. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Come down here to categories, miscellaneous. And then you will have, this, which is the soil sample. This is a modded version, but the exact same thing, and it costs $17,000. What this does, it takes samples of the soil in a radius, and we'll go over how this works and when you would use it. And you will also need this. This is the modded version. But what this does, attaches to the front of your tractor, and then these arms here will fold out, and it will automatically read after you've taken the soil sample. It will tell you what you need. And we'll go over that in another episode. Now, in this, you do have, there we go, under yield, you got these. Okay. These are your John Deere sprayers. There's two types. You got one where you can go 24 meters or 28 meters. And I think the other one is 36 meters. You can change your tires and all this. Then you got these two options, okay? And they're expensive options. See and spray option here. If you click yes, what this does is great for herbicide. It's expensive, but now you're up to $86,100. And what that does is, with your reader up front or on the tractor, once it will see the weeds and will only spray weeds. So you save a lot of money on herbicide. Okay. The next option is pulse width modulation. What that does, it works with your liquid fertilizer. And what it will do is, as your tractor's reading the soil, it tells the sprayer how much fertilizer to put down. So it will actually save on fertilization. And that's also 14,400. What I like doing is I like having two of these sprayers. One for herbicide and one for fertilization. And the reason behind it is, you're talking $100,000. I know two of them would be more than that. You're talking 86, yeah. But if you have both on here, I kind of weigh on the side of caution. It works with both of them on there the way they're intended. But it's just my head thinks I have two, so if I have this one just for herbicide, I don't have to keep changing out from herbicide to liquid fertilizer. I can just have two of them. And that way I go a lot faster. That's just me. But you can have both connection and it'd be $100,500. And some of the other sprayers, let's see, Lizard, yeah, Pulse Width, yeah, Weed Seeker, it might be named something else. Johnny, Weed Spot Spraying. This is part of the Lizard Colossus pack. But some of the other ones also have the options. This one doesn't. Oh. Yeah, there's the base game. This one does have it. You can get both of them. Some of them have them, some of them doesn't have them. This one doesn't have it, and stuff like that. You also, and this will help with your slurry production. Let's see. you get a couple slurry. And we'll say John Deere manure spraying sensor. And what this will do your equipment will read how much fertilizer. It will tell you, basically, it will tell this tanker you need to spray X amount of slurry in this section, that section, and that. So that's the other thing that you get with this pack. Okay, now I'm just going to go over the basic equipment. Of course, you're going to need a tractor. I have the tractor that has the breeder on there, and this somewhere it's on here. I have a soil sampler, and I basically use this if I'm extending a field or if I'm creating a field. I utilize this, and we'll go how to get readings here. One thing I recommend, I use periodic plowing in my game setups, but I always recommend having a plow because there's two things that a plow does. First of all, it really digs up the soil. Okay. Second of all, when you plow, you don't get weeds. If you cultivate, you get weeds. If you don't want to deal with weeds, you don't just plow. You won't have to worry about spraying for weeds. But there is also something else I do on every field is I always, because I have periodic liming and periodic, I'll show you. Settings. I keep crop destruction off. I have periodic plowing on. I got field stones off because I hate doing that. And I got weeds on. But the fields also need to be limed. So, and it's usually once every 3 months is when you need to lime the field. And what I do the first time I deal with the field, I will lime it, plow it, plant it, fertilize it, and roll it. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I always recommend having at least one plow. I have this small plow here. It's a straight plow, and I utilize it for extending fields. It's a lot easier and gives you a little more of an you can outline a little bit better than you can with this big one. So if I'm creating a field, I would utilize this marked boundaries, then I would disconnect that once I got the boundary set and use this to plow up the regular field. I use this for regular plowing. One of the things that you want, another piece of equipment you want, is a cultivator. Unless you have a seeder that is a direct drill, get a cultivator. If you don't want to plow the field all the time, cultivate it. Now, another thing, this is a mulcher. And I recommend getting a mulcher in the game, and along with precision farming, your grain crops, your corn, your sunflowers, and cotton fields. If you mulch the fields, it gives you a bonus. So I always recommend having mulching fields after you're done. Of course, you're going to need a seeder. And this is you don't have to have this one, but this is part of the Colossus pack. This is part of the Lizard pack. And set up as a John Deere. This one only has seeds. It does not have fertilizing. If you have a seeded with that fertilizes that as as it goes, then that even better. But this is a direct drill, and what the program does is the sensor on your tractor will read the soil type and tell the seeder exactly how much seed to put down in each one. Again, I recommend getting both sprayers, but if you can use any sprayer. This one's my herbicide, and this one's my fertilization. And since this one doesn't have fertilizer in it, I use this a lot. I recommend getting a limer. This is a lime spreader, because you're going to need to adjust pH, and we'll go over that in the next episode. How this works and all that. Then I recommend getting a roller. After you have limed, plowed, planted, fertilized, then you roll the field. And what that does, pushes down the seeds so birds and animals don't eat the seeds off the ground. It pushes it into the soil. And also, if you have rocks in the field, pushes the rocks down, so when you come to harvest, it doesn't mess up the harvester. This is a grain header. I'm trying this out. This is a mod I'm trying out. But that's what you got in the way of equipment that you actually need to prepare and plant the fields. Now, then you need a harvester, and what the harvester... I don't have a harvester. Where's my harvester? Oh, harvester's in the next building. Come on, header. Just get a regular, any harvester will do, and what it will do is it will tell you the yield that you're actually getting off the field. So that's it. That's the basic nutshell. The equipment that you're going to need for precision farming. Okay, and this is the end of part 1. Now, part 2, I'm going to go over setting up a we're going to do this field right here, and I will go over what you need to do to get soil samples, how to lime it, how to plow it, how to plant it, how to fertilize it, and how to roll it. Basically what you need to do on a basic field. And then in the following episode, after that, I'm going to create a field, and we'll go from creating a field and what you need to do with precision farming after you created the field. And then after this field is ready to harvest, we're going to harvest it, and I'm going to show you what you need to do to keep this thing until it's ready to harvest, readings and stuff like that. So that's it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you don't miss part 2 of this series. And do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're watching on a mobile device, hit that hype button. And if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend. Let them know about it. As always, have fun playing your games. Be safe out there in the world. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.